Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'll be going over a gas mask, the name of which I've currently forgotten. It will be in the title of the video and possibly the description. Now, this was a pretty cheap mask. I think it's 20 bucks and it's sealed in bag and all that. A friend of mine, there was a local surplus store, and they had a bunch of them. These are, I think, either civilian or firefighter masks, or some kind of lower level, not military, but gas masks in general. This one is sealed in bag. The reason I'm recording this is because his wasn't sealed, and when he went to put everything back in the bag after he'd taken everything out, he didn't know how to reassemble it. So, I'm recording this so someone who needs to reassemble a bag or wants to know what original contents looks like can reassemble what's inside without making the bag lumpy and weird looking. Again, this one's sealed, it has a foam insert, it's got everything. I washed the bag, but I've put everything back in the same way that it initially was. Any and all wear on this is from storage and from the wash. Is a triple snap system. The bag inside, if I can give you a good view, you have the mask in the center. This contains the filter stuffed in and a cardboard and foam insert. Make sure you can see this real nice light. Mint and bag. I will be cutting open the bag. Generally, I find this to be a sin against collecting, but I really want to wear this thing. Next article that I'll be pulling out and showing you will be the booklet. The way it was sent to me, it was strapped in here, and as such, it's taken some damage from the mask laying on it. But as you can see, if I can get the lighting to work for me here and focus the camera. I have not sat down and translated this yet. I presume the 1961 is the date of production, or at the very least the date of it being inspected. Large charts. I'd presume that's just checking to make sure the mask is still functional after X amount of time, but I do not personally know. Next thing I'll show, if memory serves, these are lens wipes. Two different types. Almost looks like scrap rags. This one's in a baggie, not a sealed baggie, but in a baggie. And then this one is almost like a feltish canvas. It's kind of weird feeling. It's folded up real neat like. I will not be unfolding that. Then the final item in here should be the second plug stop for when you have the mask inside the bag. Let me focus on this for you. When you have the mask in the bag, you put this on the end of the filter. The filter has its own for transportation and storage, but this is the one for when you're actually carrying the bag and using the equipment. I will be back momentarily after cutting open the bag, and I shall show you the contents. Alrighty. I've cut a slit along the seam, and I'm now removing the mask for the first time. Immediately, out of that top section, the filter has fallen. Ooh. That's interesting. A white material has appeared on the end of that cap. It does not appear to be a mold, but it could be some kind of degradation. Mint, fresh, never touched. I will not be using this because I've been told they contain chromium. I may eventually get a more modern filter for this thing, just to have it. But in the meantime, I will just be leaving these two. Oh. Oh no. Okay, so section of that cardboard has stuck to the mask right here, and it looks like there's some melting. If I can show you. That's not good. Let's get this foam insert out. Looks like some of the rubber was left on another part of it too. But I see no part of the mask has been actually compromised. There's a couple chunks of cardboard. Looks like it's actually from glue around the, let me show you this. This is abnormal looking. It almost looks like hot glue right there. Not sure if that's from a sealing process or if this is just where the heat or the age has gone to in locations. Ooh, accidentally touched the lens. But, yeah. We have what I presume to be a batch number. Looks like 10 or 19-59-2304. If anybody knows more about those numbers, let me know. There you are. That's the inside of the mask. Nothing special. On the inside, it has a coarse area through the edge, I suppose, to help with the seam. Not the seam, the seal. But I could be mistaken. On the outside, it's more smooth. Not perfectly smooth, I don't think. Well, actually, it looks like it's mostly smooth. Hard to tell if that's just from defects or what have you. But, it looks like a generally good mask. I'm gonna try to brush the styrofoam chunks off so I don't breathe any in. And I'll try on the mask itself. Again, I will not be throwing on the filter because that contains chromium. And while supposedly it's safe to wear it so long as you're not wearing it months at a time, I still don't want to mess with that.
Alright, now I have the mask on. Yes, if anyone wants to question it, yes, I have the no good hippie hair. But the mask fits me quite well. I've worn it for a few minutes now before turning the camera. I'm not breathed in any, I haven't taken in any of the foam yet, so that's good. It smells like a Home Depot wearing this thing. No joke, it smells like whatever rubbers they have in there. It fits me quite well, and it seems to do a proper seal. I'm going to try to take this thing off now because it's quite a hot article. And I don't want a chance breathing any of that foam that might still be in here, so.
I think it's a pretty good mask. It fogs up more than the GP5 which I have, which is quite interesting because supposedly this is if memory serves, this is a newer design, a better design, but I could be mistaken on that. Supposedly it's one of the best gas mask designs, but this one would be a copy of the American one. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's an M9 or something like that. But I like this gas mask. I think it works out quite nice. Please ignore my ugly face. Thank you anyone who bothered watching. This has been Sam's Surplus and some vintage repairs. I hope you have yourself a good evening, good day, and hopefully you learned something from this. I hope that someone who needs to reassemble their mask bag or something finds this and they figure out the proper way to pack it. I have a foam insert and what have you from the original bag. Looks pretty easy to cut out. You just take your mask, fill it in with foam pretty much. Yeah. This is Sunday. Have yourself a good weekend. And thanks for watching.
Caught that on camera. That's going on the bushes.